Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from Toronto at Consensus 2025 by CoinDesk. Joining me for the segment, we have Igor Telyatnikov. He is CEO of AlphaPoint. We're here to discuss how regulation, institutional interest, and meeting local needs are shaping the next wave of crypto adoption. It's great to have you with us, Igor. It's Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill.
And it's your 12-year anniversary, so you're a dinosaur in the space.
We are, but we're still innovating. It's been exciting. It's great to be back at Consensus. A lot of energy here. So yeah, great
Yeah,
to be here.
it has, and you could tell by the energy here that the space has certainly matured from what you've seen over the past 12 years. Part of that is demands are increasingly becoming more complex as well. Tell us some of the challenges that you're hearing.
So look, 12 years ago, our mission was pretty simple. It was to enable access to digital assets around the world. Many countries didn't have an exchange. Many people didn't have any way to buy or sell crypto. So we came in to help solve that. And it's been really exciting to get that done. We've powered almost 200 customers around the world, helping launch new exchanges. And now what's transitioned is you have more mature players, you have institutions coming into the space. So recently, Bank Colombia signed up to launch the Weni exchange in Colombia. So these are regulated, large financial institutions coming to market, helping to give exposure to that next billion end users in the space.
It's interesting. You noted that it's no longer market first, that regulation, institutional interest, and local market needs, to your point you just made now, that's what's really shaping the next wave of crypto adoption.
Yeah, I think originally it was just access. You
Right.
need access. How do I buy Bitcoin? That's been largely solved, right? You can now buy it through your financial institution with an ETF. I think what's transitioning from just being able to buy and sell cryptocurrency is now the usage.
Right.
So it's how do I use it? What's next, right? It's how do I borrow against my Bitcoin collateral? How do I lend and earn interest? How do I use it for payments? So that's what we're seeing kind of as the next wave. It's really less about access, more about an exposure, and more about usage. Obviously, we're seeing that with stablecoin usage around the world. It's just a better, faster, cheaper way to transact.
And there are billions of people who have been using this type of technology that don't have legacy banking systems. So they are growing local economies. They are forming capital from an alternative way, cross-border payments, commerce, to your point before. It's a big addressable market that the US anyway has not tapped into just yet.
100%. I think one of the things that we were most proud of in our 12-year history was powering Chivo. That's El Salvador's Bitcoin wallet, and it hits on that mission, right? It hits on that providing financial inclusion, financial freedom to the underserved. In El Salvador, 70% of the population doesn't have access to a bank account, and Chivo's the number one financial institution, larger than any bank in terms of accounts and users. So to be able to give people the access to store of value, to be able to pay at the store, to be able to send, works like Venmo, you can send to friends. It just kind of it we take it for granted in more
Right.
developed countries of PayPal and Venmo, they don't have anything similar. So yeah, it's been exciting.
Which is interesting because sometimes we hear so much about, the Bitcoin ETF product came out. Now there's other underlying assets that are coming out in the digital asset space, which of course was a catalyst, but that doesn't really mean that much in these areas of the world that perhaps they just don't have access to buying, US based equities, ETFs, and so forth.
100%. And I really think that's where kind of the future is going. The
Right.
the merger of traditional finance. You have the Robinhood acquisition of WonderFi,
Right
right?
there. Yes.
Yes. And so that kind of shows you that stock trading, crypto trading will merge. We've had multiple come up to us at the conference of brokerages that are looking to do something in the space, right? They see Robinhood coming. They don't have a crypto offering. Financial institutions have to figure that out, right? You have Coinbase now on the S&P 500,
Yes.
marking huge profits quarter after quarter, hundreds of millions of dollars. Robinhood having, 43% of their revenue coming from crypto. So more folks are coming. But yeah, we're very excited for that.
I would imagine regulatory clarity is going to be a catalyst for that as well. Once other institutions, once they understand the operating framework and what that's going to look like, you know, that could be the next hurdle.
I mean, we're definitely seeing that. I'd say actually Canada has taken a very like a leadership position in that. Now the U.S. was slow the previous years. It's definitely ramping up and much more positive. But in Canada, the exchanges are licensed. The largest exchange in Canada is actually Index.io. Very proud of that. We helped them launch, in the beginning, and they're still a great partner of ours today. They're sponsoring the NHL playoffs. Very hockey. They're the crypto exchange of Canada. So it's really changed in the last 12 years.
Right, Igor, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. And thanks for joining me from Consensus. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global